China just broke the silver market. Silver prices have increased from less than $50 to as high as $80. This is going to hurt the United States, and this is just the beginning. So a lot of people are considering to invest in silver right now, but this is a really bad idea, and I will explain why. But most importantly, I will tell you what is a far better investment than silver right now. So if you're ready, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get right into it. This is not the first time that silver prices have increased so much. Back in 1970s, silver prices have crossed $50. If you adjust this number to inflation to $25, that's about $200. So back in 1980, silver prices have been 3 times higher than they are right now. And it was primarily driven by inflation, because the United States untouched the dollar from gold, and a lot of people began buying a lot of silver because they were thinking that the US dollar is going to become worthless. But when the dollar stabilized, so did the price of silver, that dropped dramatically after that. In early 2000s, after the dot-com bubble burst, a lot of people started buying a lot of silver, because that's when we realized that technology is now going to play a far more important role in our society than we thought. But then prices collapsed slightly. However, because after the 2008 financial crisis, the Federal Reserve started quantitative easing, a lot of investors were afraid. I have so much cash. Why would I keep my money in US dollars when the Federal Reserve is massively printing trillions of dollars? So the demand for silver naturally began rising dramatically, and that's when silver crossed another record of $70 if you adjust it to inflation. If you take the previous numbers, that is slightly than $30, but because we know that today's dollars are worth a lot less than yesterday's dollars, if you adjust it to inflation, that's about $70. After that, again, silver prices dropped, and now they're actually rising due to a few reasons. First of all, there is a very strong demand for silver. Everything that we use today when it comes to technology has semiconductors. Semiconductors are computer chips that are in your phone, in your car, or whatever electronics that you use. And because everybody or everything today depends on technology, everything has a computer chips, and silver is the best product that you can use that transmit electricity. So if you want to build the most advanced computer chips, you want to use silver there and not another thing such as copper. Yes, you can use it with copper, but you can actually build those little tiny computer chips that are very, very small and require every efficient product that you can possibly get your hands on. Secondly, every car today consists of a lot of technology, especially electric cars are using a lot of computers, which means that they use a lot of silver. Every piece of electronic, every solar panel uses a lot of silver. So the demand for silver has been growing over the last few years anyways. But the real reason behind this dramatic growth over the last 2 months is because there has been rumors that China is going to put a lot of restrictions. You see, China is playing a very important role in the silver market. China consumes about 65% of all the silver that is produced in the world. So China is the largest consumer of silver. And that's why you hear so much news that China is building so much electric cars, China is producing so much smartphones. China is basically the factory of electronics today, and that's why they consume so much silver. But if you dig into those numbers, you'll find out that China only produces about 13% of the global silver. So it's not actually being produced in China. China is not even the largest producer of silver. Yes, China does refines 40% of global silver, but again, that is not a complete monopoly. That's not like more than 50%. And the reason that everybody is freaking out about silver right now is because China put restrictions on exporting silver. Because the Chinese market uses so much silver, and silver is so important in order to ensure that China can continue producing electric cars, electronics, smartphones, and every piece of technology, they put these restrictions that their domestic market will have enough enough access to this silver. And that's why everybody is freaking out and massively buying silver, which is why silver prices have increased so much. US companies will certainly be hit by this because the United States imports 70% of all of its silver. So companies such as Apple, Intel, Tesla, and Nvidia that use a lot of silver in their electronics will see their costs rising, which means that their profits are going to plummet, which is going to be reflected in their stock prices. You can already see that Tesla stock have decreased by about 6%. The real question comes back is that should you be buying silver? When you look at this graph, it's very easy to kind of get attracted to silver and be lured into buying silver. But before you do anything like that, there isn't just one way to invest in silver. Mining companies that extract silver, such as Pan American Silver Corporation, have also seen their stock prices rise dramatically because now we know that mining companies will be able to sell that silver for a much higher price, which means that they will make far more profit, which is why they're attracting so much investors. Another company that has been growing by 20% is Helka Mining. But mining companies are not directly actually owning your silver. They're extracting the silver and selling it. So just because silver prices have risen so much doesn't mean that mining companies will do, but generally they will. But before you invest in silver, I want you to understand a few things. This rise that has been happening since November is actually being driven by a lot of fear. There has been rumors that China will put these restrictions. So if you're a giant company, the first thing that you would do is that you're going to buy a lot of silver just to ensure that you're not going to be a victim of these restrictions. So there has been a lot of demand by these companies. So this is being driven by fear. If you want to invest, you got to wait until January or probably February until everything cools down. You can see that silver prices crossed $80 and then came back to $75. So if you want to invest in anything, make sure that you're not investing just because there is so much fear in missing out in the market and there are so many people buying silver. You want to make sure that everything cooled down and then you buy it. That is when you make the most rational decision. But there is a good probability that silver prices will grow to $100 by 2026 or somewhere between 2026. Because when Donald Trump has passed the big beautiful bill, part of it was that the US military will spend a few $1 billion stockpiling silver to ensure that it has access to enough silver to build technologies. So when you look at the US weapons, these are some of the most advanced weapons in the world, and they use a lot of silver. And if the US military industrial complex does not have enough silver, then those weapons will not be produced. So the US government, for the sake of national security, is spending billions of dollars and will continue throughout 2026. So silver prices growing to $100 because of that huge demand is most likely. But keep in mind that it is not going to happen forever because most silver is being mined outside China. China does not have like full control. The largest silver producer is Mexico, which is the neighbor of the United States. So if the United States will invest enough to build refineries across the US, that silver, instead of going to China, could be coming to the United States, refining the US, and there will be an oversupply of silver in the market, bringing silver prices to sustainable levels. And that's the goal of the US government right now. The US government is actively taking stakes in mining firms in order to provide them with enough cash flow that they can scale their operation and bring down their costs and ensure that there is enough supply of silver in the market. And that's what the Chinese companies are doing, or the Chinese government. The Chinese government is actively or has been investing like hundreds of billions of dollars into these mining companies. And now the United States is simply copying that strategy because when you have the backing of the government, you have a lot more cash and you know that you shouldn't be worried about making a profit. Instead, you are being simply worried about maximizing your scalability to ensure that you can extract as much silver as possible. Because that there is so much investment into silver, silver prices most likely are going to come down just like they did previously, just like they did after 1980s and after the 2012. So let's assume for a moment you want to invest in silver. Well, you can go and buy the physical silver itself, but I'm not a fan of that because storing that silver somewhere safe is problematic for most people. What if you get robbed? And you have to think about it. It takes a lot of mental energy and you have to ensure that it's stored properly. And even if you buy it, you're not necessarily going to buy quality silver. And even if you do, it doesn't mean that you will be able to sell it at the right price when you want to sell it. So for most people, to invest in silver is by investing in an ETF. So you have this huge financial institution that buys silver, and you buy that stocks of that financial institution, such as ABRDN physical silver shares. This company invests in silver, and its stock price since November have increased by 51%. And the moment things turn around in the market and you feel like you want to get rid of your silver, you simply pull out your phone and sell your shares of this ETF. So you get into the market very easily and you get out of the market very easily. So I believe this is the best and the easiest way to invest in silver, or take advantage out of silver without physically buying silver itself. But when you're thinking about such events, it's not necessarily about silver. You have to think indirectly. What are the other companies that are going to profit massively due to the rise of price of silver? So it's not necessarily the silver itself or the mining companies, but the companies that will indirectly benefit out of that. And these are the companies that will take the biggest advantage out of it. And AI is at the front of it. The CEO of NVIDIA has been going around and telling everybody that we have to invest more in AI. Otherwise, China will take over. And now, because China put these restrictions and AI is heavily dependent on silver, now the AI industry has far more backing from the US government, which means that the US government most likely won't allow the AI bubble to burst. Now, another company that enormously benefits out of it is TSMC, the company that produces the most advanced computer chips. Their stock price have increased by more than 9% already. Building computer chips is so difficult, and making them efficiently is even much more difficult. So when the price of silver increases, the cost per computer chip rises as well. But if you have the most advanced tools, or you have the most advanced factories where you can efficiently create those computer chips and use minimal amount of silver for the exact same computer chips, you will benefit because your competitors will be going out of business. Their expenses are going to rise. Well, your expenses aren't going to rise much because you have this very efficient factories that produces those computer chips. Now, another company that will benefit enormously is Palantir. Yes, Palantir is a very overpriced stock right now. It doesn't matter how you look at that company. But now imagine for a moment, most of the US mining companies will be aggressively extracting silver from the ground, and the US government is taking a stake in all of these businesses. And what Palantir does is that it uses AI in order to analyze that data much more efficiently. So it can analyze your business and tell you how to efficiently do your business. And if you're a mining company, the first thing that you would do right now is just go to Palantir, buy their product, and analyze your business and find out how you can maximize the efficiency of your business in order to bring down silver prices. And that's why I think the demand for Palantir technologies are going to rise from now onwards, especially from mining companies. There's one more company that I believe will enormously profit out of the rise of silver prices. I'm an investor in that business. So if you want to know what that company is, I wrote a full breakdown of why I believe this stock is going to have a phenomenal year next year. The breakdown is available on the Investing Academy. You can access Investing Academy right now for free before it becomes paid. The link is in the description.